The canyon is engulfed in flames on both sides. At first, I thought the fire was only across from my house, but no, it's everywhere. The moment I stepped outside, it was right there. My first instinct was to check the trees, to see which way the wind was blowing. The force of it hit me so hard it pushed me back. We're desperately trying to save our pets, but we can't get back inside. Panic set in as the sky darkened, the sun disappeared, and everything turned an eerie shade of red. I have no idea what's left of our neighborhood. This was my childhood home, the place where I was born and raised until college. When I left for school, I moved in with my grandmother and lived in her home for years. Now, it's like watching my entire past go up in flames. My father came to this country with just $1 in his pocket, and my mother was a stay-at-home mom for most of my life. She's devastated. Everything is gone. They managed to escape with only their cats and a few photo albums. My grandmother's house was idyllic, safe, peaceful. My parents never even locked the doors. We skateboarded barefoot, walked to the beach, and spent years exploring the small town nearby. I studied at the Starbucks there for years, watched friends perform at the community theater. That's what hurts the most. It's irreplaceable. Now, all that remains is destruction. I'm standing in front of what used to be my home. The Palisades fire reduced it to nothing but ash. There's almost nothing left to salvage. Just a bag, a lemon from my tree, and a few metallic sprinkler heads I grabbed for my 89-year-old mother. I took them because I knew they'd give her hope. And in a way, they give me hope too. This lemon is all I have from that tree, and I'm going to make lemonade from it. I'm going to rebuild. The devastation is overwhelming, like Armageddon. We're running on pure adrenaline, praying for things to turn around. Last night, I sat outside watching the fire creep down the hill, waiting for it to reach us. It was relentless. The biggest fear is that untouched areas will ignite, spreading the destruction even further. I've fought fires before, but when flames tear through a canyon fueled by wind and embers, it's impossible to contain. The heat, the smoke, the steam, it's intense. But more than anything, we just want to clean up to start the process of rebuilding. We don't want to leave. We want to stay and help however we can. This place is my history, my roots. My father grew up here. My grandparents built their lives here. It's part of who I am. That's why we'll fight to protect it. We're stepping into the unknown, taking it one day at a time. We lost power at 6:30 in the evening, and from that moment on, we relied on candlelight as the wind howled outside. It was the fiercest wind I've ever felt. You can't fully grasp the destruction until you see it with your own eyes. We held on to hope that our home would survive the night. But by morning, it was gone. We left at 3 a.m., taking only what we could fit in the car. My mother in her hospital bed, whatever essentials we could grab. The wind was brutal, throwing dust and debris into the air. Through it, you could see the mountains consumed by fire, flames racing both up and down the slopes. It looked like a war zone. I grew up in Nazi Germany, and this is what Germany looked like after the bombings. Utter devastation. I've lived in Los Angeles since 1960, and I've never experienced anything like this. I don't know how we're going to recover. I don't even know where to begin. So much of what I loved is gone. These few items are all I have left. We lost 4 homes, 4 apartment buildings. Everything is covered in smoke damage. We lived together on one block, but now our family is scattered. When the fire broke out, I ran to grab a hose, but my son yelled, "Mom, get in the car! Grab Grandma and Grandpa, the backyard is on fire! We need to go now!" A fire truck passed by and we ran to them, pleading for help. But they told us, "We're out of water." That was it. Now I have nothing. I cry every morning from 6 to 8 a.m., and then I pull myself together and get to work. We're going to rebuild our homes, our businesses, our lives. We're not giving up.